I just want to know how everybody's day was. You know, was it a meh kind of day, or was it
Mine was good.
yours?
It was good.
Okay. What made it good?
So much. I hung out with my friends.
Different topic. Have y'all been doing the motivational gift classes?
Yes.
Have y'all been doing that?
I think so.
So how's it been going? So have y'all took the test yet? Y'all tell me the process.
Yeah, we
of
took
the
the
motivation
test.
test. So y'all haven't scored yet?
We did.
Y'all scored, and did y'all get y'all scores back? I guess.
No, not
No, we
yet.
didn't finish yet.
We got one more test. Yeah.
So what are the categories?
We got
Y'all
one
know
more
the
test.
categories?
Oh, we don't actually know. We just
You talking about like some of the characteristics? That's what you said?
Yeah.
It most definitely was on the
Like,
papers.
Some of the gifts.
they got yeah, leader.
Administrator.
It's teachers and
Huh?
Which one is it? Come on, somebody
Stole
tell
the
me.
word.
compassion.
She thinks she's something.
Perceiver. Two more. Explorer and
Philosopher.
So the motivational gifts was run through them again.
perceiver, exhorter, compassionate, teacher, giver, server, administrator.
Administrator. And the question was, which one do you think that you have which gift do you think is your top gift?
Teacher.
You think teacher? Server?
Giver.
What do y'all think? Giver?
Giver.
Teacher. Either lead. No, I don't know. I don't know what that is. A perceiver.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Fuck.
Why do you think perceiver?
Because I just heard that perceiver see things for what it is, and if I see something and I feel like calling it out, I just call it out.
Teacher, perceiver.
Do you want to expound on it a little bit? Yeah.
Well,
Just the gifts
The
and
mic.
how they kind of complement each other.
The way they've been doing it is that they don't know. They don't have the name of the gift on the test.
Oh, okay.
So they'll know like what it is once they finish. But I do have we did explain like what do you call those things? What each of them were. So I'm trying to.
Okay. It looks like the top two is compassionate, and perceiver. Like you see giving through that, you see administration, the administration give through that. Is that how that works? It's been a while since I.
Well, what it is that I would just give the explanation that I
Yeah.
give them that everybody is born with a particular combination of this gift, one more than the other, and usually the top 2 or 3 is what actually colors your whole personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, so whatever you score the highest in would be, so say for instance, for me, mine's is, and I'm just saying me because we haven't given them theirs yet, it's supposed to be like a surprise.
Okay.
So on Sunday when we finish and we, score everything on Sunday, we have one more test and then we have to score everything, then we'll be able to give them the results. But for me, my top 3 were administrator, perceiver, teacher. My administrator and perceiver were like 2 points apart. And then, not teacher, the third one was giver, which I think I must have did that one wrong because I don't know how I'm giver. But anyway, but they say like, you were kind of giving a little thing. Perceivers are the ones who kind of like, they more introspective type of people. They always, they see things black and white pretty much. And they, and then you have the administrators who they don't like to be leaders, but they will take lead. and they will, and people kind of tend to call them bossy sometimes.
Yeah.
All of the gifts seem to have a little pushiness in some. Y'all remember that? All of them, since we kind of went through them, they all kind of had on a negative side that you can be pushy in your gift, almost like pushing it toward, pushing other people to be like that.
Okay.
The servers are the ones, they want to do things for everybody. They get pleasure of doing things for everybody. They don't like to be served though. You have the teachers, they're the ones who want to, research, investigate everything. They want to, and they see everything according to how the scripture is. And so pretty much they can't stand like people using scriptures out of context and words out of context. And
So too far to the left.
you could
Like
be
you
too
can-
far to the left with any one of them.
Okay.
Right. And then you have the exhorter. Those are the ones who really want to encourage people all the time. They want to see everybody live the best out of life, get the best out of life. And you have the giver. They're the ones they give, but it's not like they just give. They give freely, but they give wisely. So that doesn't mean that, they just give off anything. Anytime they give wisely, they pray a lot about how to give. They want to be connected to what they give and stuff. But the downside of it is that they can actually become stingy because they're very thoughtful about how they give. So,
I always thought that it was like they just didn't want to receive because they always want to like give like money or something. And it's like, I know.
yeah, see, that's kind of like maybe that's somebody who have a server gift with it.
Oh, okay.
Because givers, I wouldn't say they have a hard time receiving because givers are ones they have a gift to make money as well. They're gifted to do that. And then you have the administrators, I said, and the compassionate person, they just love everybody and everything is about emotions. But compassionate people can also sense people's emotion and stuff when you walk in the room as well. Like the perceiver can kind of tell how a person is when they walk in. Compassionate people can kind of feel emotions when you walk in. So.
Nice. So how, I'm actually this thing. So how can, well, first of all, I don't know, for some reason, maybe I just need to take it again, but it's just, for some reason, it's always been like a perceiver and compassionate. Those two kind of just, for some reason, bump heads.
Clash.
Yeah. Is it, and I always thought that the perceiver was doing too much because I'm compassionate. I'm compassionate. That's my gift. I always thought that the perceiver was doing too much. And then also, see, what I learned about compassionate people is, well, I'm gonna speak for myself, is that I can think that I'm, like somebody will do something to me and I'll say, okay, all right, and not like just getting over on me, but I'm just like, okay, well, I'm showing grace or whatever. I'm supposed to show grace, but it comes out as pushing this under the rug. And when it really, when I really get mad, it just explodes, boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've learned about being compassionate. I'm curious to know. Hey man, I just want to take that test now. Again, I'm curious to know how you can see through, like, what it would look like through the lens of a compassionate, and tied on to another gift. I'm really curious to see that. What do you think? What are two gifts you think that go together really well? This table here.
That go together really well.
That go together really well,
You mean
or
compassionate
complement each other.
Two different people with different gifts. Will
No,
complement each
it
other?
don't have to be two different people. I mean, it can.
Like the same person with.
Yeah. Like, do you think? How would a
Compassionate
compassionate what?
and giver.
How would a compassionate giver?
Yeah, I would.
I mean,
How do you think they would be? Or how do you think they would
No, but then you got to think about it. Then they gonna be too, like Brother Ruff said, just pushing stuff under the rug. Cause givers kind of like they just like even in situations like if somebody doing something wrong, they will be like, since they already compassionate and they givers, it'll be like they'll just push everything under the rug. And then when it's time to explode, they gonna explode. So I don't think that's good.
You don't think that's a good one? What? Okay, let's talk about what about, like Sister Maris was saying, two people having a compassionate gift and a receiver gift. How do you think they would interact with each other?
A compassionate and a perceivable gift.
I think the perceivable like
A person who has a gift of perceive. How you would say that? Perception. And then a person who has a compassionate gift, and they both live together. How do you think that would? How do you think? Who do you think the man would be, and who do you think the woman would be in those gifts?
The perceiver would be.
It would be what?
The lady would be compassionate.
The lady would be compassion.
No.
And hold on, I just want to know what they.
There's no wrong answer.
The lady would be compassionate.
I think she would be.
I think she would be.
Perceiver.
Yeah.
We think so.
'Cause
Why you think that?
I'm not gonna say that. That's offensive.
Why is okay? Why do you think what did you say? That was me.
I said the lady might be compassionate.
Why do you think the lady would be compassionate?
Because most people, like most ladies, are compassionate.
Okay.
Like the ladies I've met are compassionate.
Okay, that's interesting. What if it was the other way?
Oh man.
What if it was the other way around?
I
What if
mean-
the man?
Like, how do you
What?
think they would get along?
Yeah, how do you think they would? Yeah, get along or kind of mesh together. Say if you had to do a project with this person, and the lady was her gift was perception, and the guy was compassionate. How do you think they would interact with each other?
I think it'll be good.
You think? Well, okay.
Why?
I think they would be good.
I mean, explain it to me. Just explain it.
Like if they had to do a project together, and had a lady who was was perceiver, and the male was had a compassionate gift. How do you think the project would go?
Then y'all say like perceiver means like
The lady was smart.
Huh?
I said like, cause like I'm saying, cause like I feel like my dad is compassionate and my mom is a perceiver, more of a perceiver. So I would see how them two work together and they go pretty well together.
What about you? What do you think? If you was a perceiver and you had to do a project with a lady who was compassionate, how do you think that would work out?
I don't know.
Would you find? I guess what I'm trying to get at is there's all these gifts can work together, right? All these gifts can work together, and we just have to find that good middle ground, I should say.
Yeah.
Where you can, there's strength and weaknesses, just like the body of Christ, right? The hands, all the feet, all that stuff works together. There's no one greater than the other.
Right.
Right. So I think the reason why I worded it that way, to ask that question that way, because I think what we see is like the man should be perceiver, right? And the woman should be compassionate. But it's not always like that. So what do you?
Depends on how they are, like what type of people they are.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They may be one may be compassionate, one may be a perceiver. You know what I'm saying? So, but you have this project, you need to get it done, right? So you're just gonna say, no, I can't work with you. You're a compassionate person,
I
You get on my nerves.
right? Or are you gonna try to make it work?
Well, I know for me because my wife is a perceiver administrator, and I'm compassionate, and I think it may be compassion teacher. I think. I don't know. I know that was my main gift. But anyway, I know that because of her perceiver and administrator, in the beginning it was very rough because because you've been learning, administrator, they like to blah. And then on top of being a perceiver, that you see everything black and white.
Yeah.
Compassion come in, he see gray, he see blue, he see red, he see all these colors, and that may drive a perceiver administrator. So now what we have learned how to do over the years, we just blend the colors. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that with all of our gifts, we have to be able to get to a place where we extend grace with your giftings, you know what I'm saying? So like when my wife, like when we working on something and I know that she's in it, I'm giving her that grace because I see her giftings starting to kind of like tap in. So I don't need to be getting all emotional when she's like, come on, we need to get it done. The fact of the matter is we need to get it done. So it's just a matter of learning how to just gel. And then over the years, we've learned how to balance one another out. You know what I'm saying? Where I was not as much as a perceiver administrator, it rubbed off on me and vice versa. The compassion rubbed off on her. So it's just one of them things that where you got to make this beautiful mesh with the gifts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my take on it because, me and my wife are opposite. I'm the compassion one, and she is the administrator perceiver.
Yeah, something to say that.
I guess my thought is, y'all, I mean, can y'all see how like it's all like everything, all of these different gifts can be used for the body of Christ? Like think about if we were doing one big project. You know what I'm saying? Like we were all trying to I don't know, let's say there was a big, I'm gonna say rocket because I've been watching the news. Say there was a giant rocket in the field and we had to figure out a way how to push that rocket from this field to the gym. How would everybody's giftings work in to get that done? Like, first of all, how would we know what to do? Who would jump in to let us know what to do?
Teacher,
What? Right. So the teacher administrator would jump in and probably come in. The administrator would be doing what?
Teaching. Well, giving instructions.
Giving advice.
What was the teacher probably doing?
Use your muscles.
Give it with hands-on
What Jude said, what? What you said?
I was gonna say, and then like the wimpy server would be like, yeah.
Why is the server wimpy?
No. Like
Everybody's gifted, nobody's gifted.
I'm not talking about the gift. I'm talking about the person. Like, say that person was like skinny and stuff and wasn't strong, right? And the server's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll push it all the way there.
I'm not talking about. If you're tiny and small, they have a gift to do it. So they gonna maximize that gift, right?
Yo.
If they're a servant, they gonna find, they're going to find a way to serve. If
let's think about.
I'm gonna say like the perceiver will be like, no, you can't see because.
You said if there was
if there was like
a server who was not that strong.
Yeah, and they volunteered to push that rocket all the way to the gym.
Right,
The
that's what they would do.
Not pushing
volunteer to do it.
Yeah, and then the perceiver would be like seeing things as they are. They would be like, no, you definitely cannot do that.
I don't think you could push a rocket.
And then how do you think the compassionate person will feel overhearing that conversation?
Why would you do that? You're gonna hurt.
Well, can you just pull it with a U-Haul?
Right? Now what you say?
Can you pull it with a U-Haul?
Could you pull it with a
Like
U-Haul?
multiple.
Yeah.
Who would come up with that idea?
For the roof?
What you think, brother? What do you think Deacon Ralph's gift is? Administrator, I just said. So that's how he comes up with the ideas on how to do something. If y'all, he get all y'all together to move the chairs, what is he doing? Why everybody's moving the chairs? Like what? How's he administrative?
Well, telling us what to do.
Telling everybody what to do. That's why people normally think that administrators are what? Bossy, but is he really being bossy?
Yes and no.
Well, but is it his intention to be bossy or is his intention to
Be the boss.
get the job done?
So
right?
is there? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because think about it. All right, say we all moving chairs and we're not moving a rocket. The other gifts that's not administrative, I'm not gonna lean too much on this. This is my gift. But the other gift that's not administrative they might be like, okay, y'all, we say pick it up. Y'all not administrators. Y'all gonna pick up one chair at a time, walking all the way over there, one chair at a time. The administrator gonna look over there and see the chair card. He gonna see you standing over there not doing anything, y'all standing over there, and he's gonna say, you get right here, you get right here, you get right here. Y'all pass it along, we're gonna all load it up on the cart, we're gonna get it over there at one time. And get it, you see what I'm saying? Because they automatically can see the order of something, right? And then, like she said, then you may have somebody who, maybe shouldn't be in a particular place, and a perceiver will look at them and be like, that really don't make sense that you're doing that. And then now, it's true that it don't make sense, but now he's mad because of how he said it. Because he could have actually said, maybe you might do a better job if you did this. You see what I'm saying? And then the server is just trying to do everything and is not letting everybody, don't want everybody else to do. That's what we trying to say. Like, how do y'all think it actually supposed to work together? Why would God do this to us?
To build a better relationship. Connect everybody.
What you mean by that? Build a better relationship, like what?
Connect. I don't know. Like,
You got the idea, but just kind of explain what you said.
like us to work together and not try to build each other down, but build each other up.
You might be in Zelda. So oftentimes what I see is that sometimes people can use their gift in the wrong way. And I think we have to consider that as well. Like sometimes people can use their gift in the wrong way and they can flesh it out. You know what I mean? Like they can be an administrator, but maybe I just got something against administrators, but maybe they can be an administrator, but they just want to be like, I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like doing. Or even givers, they want to be, oh, look at me, I'm giving. It's always a way to get some flesh on these gifts too. So I think it should be like a heart check too whenever we're working in our gifts. You know what I mean? So it's not perverted. What do y'all think about that? You think that's a true statement? You think that's false?
I'm a bit lost.
You're lost? Okay, you want me to say it again?
Yeah.
I think with the gifts that God has given us, sometimes we can use it to our advantage, right? Instead of using it the way it was intended. God intended for it to be used, right? So like a teacher or an administrator, I'm just gonna go back to the administrator, that they can say, well, I don't feel like working today, so I'm going to get these other people to work. And then say, well, it's my gift. I'm working in my gift, right? What do you think about that? Do you think people should do that?
No,
Why not? Why not?
it's not the right thing to do.
Because it's not the right thing.
Because at the end of the day, it's the gift that God gave you. So when you using that gift, you're supposed to be using it toward God's like glory. So if you're not using it the right way, God not gonna accept that. That's why it's wrong.
Okay. All right. What about? So why do you think? Why do you think that we can't use all our gifts in the body effectively? What's stopping us from using? Like we want to get that rocket from this place, to the office to the gym. What's stopping us from using our gifts effectively? What do you think is stopping us? Pride? You say?
Not perfect.
Maybe scared of being wrong. Maybe we have this gift and we recognize that we have it, but we don't know how to use it properly. Mm-hmm. Maybe we're just saying, "Well, I'm a teacher, so and I have a thing to teach," but maybe there's some misinformation that you're teaching. You know what I mean? Like you I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so I wouldn't speaking on something I don't know. But see, like that, like I'm speaking on something that I don't know, so I'm
So according to the gifts, what could stop us from working together is the teacher wouldn't want to work with you because you're using this stuff out of context right now. So the teacher would be like, you know what, I'm not even talking to Ruff. I'm not going to do this with him. Because this dude just be saying anything.
But like Brother Mo was saying, how do you show that grace, to like you're I don't want to say expert, but you know this area, but how do you show this grace to somebody who has no clue of this gift? How do we interact? How do we respond? How do we use this gift to God's glory as far as interacting with other people?
Can I ask a question
Sure.
that might help us get to that?
Yeah.
Why do y'all think it's important to know what your own gift is?
Because it's important to stay in your own lane because you might cross somebody and to cross the wrong person, they might actually do you something. And then it's gonna cause disorder in the church or in the organization or whatever community you're in.
Okay, somebody else's thoughts. Why do you think it's important to know what your own gift is?
So you can use it for the kingdom.
So you can use it for the kingdom, yes. What else? But why else is it important to know what your own gift is?
So you can know where you fit in. I guess.
So you can fit in.
So you can know where you fit in, that's what she said. Why is it important to know what your own gift is? With all of those different things they said, what's some other reasons? Why is it important? Why do you want to know what your gift is?
Because it will make it more clear of who I am as a person.
That's good.
That's really good. Yeah.
So why, with all of those things being said, why is it important to know that everybody has different gifts?
So you don't try to judge everybody, like how you want to see them,
Yeah,
or like how you,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so and with that, and why is it also important to know how the other different people gifts work?
So you can give them. Maybe if you know their gift, you could give them a little grace. Like for instance, if somebody is a teacher, and you know that teachers hate for a scripture to be out of context. When they get upset over something out of context, you don't completely go off on them.
That's good.
I got a quick question. I just want to know why didn't God make us all the same? Like why he had to break us up into different parts, different gifts. Why didn't he just make us the same so we can all flow together? Like, you ever thought about that?
Because Eve ate that apple.
And
Boy, you know you kids.
he ate the apple. Something.
He ate the apple.
Yeah, but don't you think that would have been a lot easier? Like, why My mind's going right now. Like, why didn't we just say, Mike?
What if
Get the mic.
Pick up that man.
But like, what if he might have saw something different in somebody else? So maybe he wouldn't have want everybody to be.
So you're saying when God created us, He was like, "I'm just gonna make everybody unique." And why didn't He just create us to be the same?
But they got a scripture about that.
I think it would violate the free will. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, we all have free in the garden, right? Like Adam and Eve, he had free reign over the garden. He just couldn't touch that tree. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, God had like, I don't know if I'm making sense. It seems like he had dominion over everything. Only thing he wasn't supposed to do was touch that tree. So it was like he had the freedom. I'm just trying. I hear it in my mind. I hear it in my mind. I'm just trying to get the words out. I think it would, if he would make us all the same, then you wouldn't. It would. I mean,
Like you wouldn't have a different opinion or something. Like you may always see things one way. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
You saw the same thing. Like if we was one track mind, like
Right.
we would always see this.
Then that means we
one
would be
way.
perfect too.
Right.
But
Then now you have another perspective. Well, maybe you can go this way.
right.
And it kind of all works together.
What if
Is that what you're saying?
What if you had a problem that somebody with all of the gifts could figure out? Somebody with a bunch of people that all have the same gifts. And everybody has the same brain, and you run into a problem that you can't figure out.
Hey, so
Then we
that's
need to-
I'll be frustrated with myself.
Like meaning, like you would if everybody thinks the same way, then we would never be able to see it from a different.
There would be no
there would be no.
like for instance, the tarot.
And-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I was about to say that if everybody is the same, then we wouldn't have no need even to work with each other.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like
You would. I mean, I don't need you.
Right. I don't think they would have got that high as they did at the Tower of Babel if everybody was the same. They had to have different perspectives of, okay, now we can use this brick, and then somebody had to come up with the mortar. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought. I'm glad God didn't make us all the same.
so, in saying that, what you have to
I was gonna say, the reason he didn't make us all the same was because it might cause a lot of disorder if we were like not doing our gifts the right way now. But though we all have our own gifts, but if we would have had all the same gifts, then one person would probably want to be like everybody. Say everybody wanted to be like the administrator. Then that would cause a lot of problems because only one person could be that in that community. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you say? My question was, like, if you had a bunch of the same gifts, like, you would want to hang out with the same people. You know what I mean? How is that good to do? If you have all administrative people working together. You have all your teachers just working together and don't really get a different perspective from, I don't know, a donor or however.
If everybody
And I think I'm sorry to cut you off, and I think that's one reason why he gives us like the receiver giver and the receiver.
The mixtures.
The mixtures of it. And and I'm just thinking that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Because even if you have all these gifts, and just think of how many ways you'll have a 1, 2, 3, and then you'll have a 1, 3, 2, and then you'll have a 1, 3, 2. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. It's almost like
And everybody's unique, and they will have a different perspective of, I think we need to do this.
Right.
And will it cause confusion? That's the big question.
I'm thinking like if everybody was compassionate, then nobody would tell the actual what needs to be. So for instance, it's good that like a perceiver is in the mix, because a perceiver gonna be like, oh no, we need to do thus and thus and thus. The compassion person gonna be like, oh, it's okay if you made a mistake, blah blah blah. It's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's a compassion MO. But a perceiver gonna be like, yeah, you made a mistake, but you need to repent. You know what I'm saying? So like that, I'm glad God made us all different like that, because we need to perceive it in that moment. We need to teach it in that moment to say, okay, well listen, this break down. They're gonna teach you how to maybe overcome sin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You need all those different things.
I did the math on the different combinations. Y'all remember the formula for combinations?
I could probably just think of how many they got.
It came out, I don't have it, I wrote it down on something else, but it came out to be like 5 million different types of combinations.
Yes.
500,000 or 5 million. I'm gonna do the math again, right? While I'm sitting here, because I just love that kind of stuff. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I was just literally just sitting here thinking how much.
As I'm thinking about it, like I said, it's a beautiful thing because you have so many, and having those gifts and having those, different gifts at, top points, that creates somebody's personality.
Right.
Yes,
Right?
that's right.
So that becomes you. That's how you see things. That's how you enjoy certain things, and that makes you you. So, all in all, I think, man, God, that was pretty dope what God did.
I got the number wrong. It came out to be 20,160 different types of personalities.
Ooh.
In the whole world. Oh my gosh,
That's
look at
crazy.
that.
That's something else.
You have to tell us what my gifts are.
I was thinking earlier on when we went on the mission trip and we made the sidewalk, and how I'm just thinking about all the giftings that was working at the moment. So you had Sister Maris as the administrator to put it all together. So she had to make the connection. Her and Sister Renee had to make the connection with the mission trip.
Right.
To even do the sidewalk. So you got the administrative standpoint. And then we get to the job. You have Minister Johnny, which is a server and administrator and teacher.
Oh, he was definitely.
Because he was the man. He had to orchestrate it, put it together, then teach everybody what to do. You know what I'm saying? And then you had people on this, everybody was having a good time, so you got some exalters in there. Come on, y'all, let's finish. An elder was exalting, like, come on, bro, let's finish. Come on, let's go. But, I'm just thinking about all the gifts that were in play while we was doing that sidewalk. And everybody flowed so good that we was able to finish at a timely fashion. So.
Yeah, the people were really amazed.
I don't know how much.
So that's the reason why God made these mixtures of gifts and talents.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's like a basketball team. Like you got the point guard. He's specialized in doing his thing.
You got two point guards.
You got your small forward. You got your small forward. You got your shooting guard. Then who else? Power forward. Then you have your center. And they all kind of play.
You got your center.
Now you can do the center. The center and the power forward, they can kind of do the same thing. But one is more skilled in a certain area than the other one. That's why they have that
But the
difference.
centers play way more get rebounds and put that good.
Yeah, but what if they can shoot the three?
I mean, then let her get the rebound, bounce it out.
But ain't no centers like supposed to be behind the big points.
But what if he can?
Yeah, they can't though. They do got Joel and B.
Hold on. What's the dude name?
Giannis?
Anthony Towns. Like Carl Anthony Towns.
And the Novak. Nuggets.
Novak.
Jokic. Nah, that's
Draining them ugly threes.
Basketball.
yeah. I think black. No, he was. There's another drink.
Anyway, so yeah, just like a team, y'all work it all together, and then you get a championship. You get the ultimate goal. What is the ultimate goal anyway, as far as these gifts?
To win the champ. Oh, what?
To win a championship.
Go to state to win.
To win, to promote the kingdom, to glorify God, to get us all to heaven. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, let's go ahead and use our gifts to what God intended them to be. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Did y'all get the Did y'all get it yet?
Yes, but we did. I did another.
Oh, you just trying to?
Yeah. So yes, we did get it. It was we did it here. What was it? 540,160.
Samaritan, you taking the?
No, 20,000. 20,160. Oh, that's on
Yes.
Oh, you're supposed to multiply what was in the parentheses.
20,106. Do y'all have any more questions about? Are y'all curious about like any of the gifts and how do you think your spouse? We always gotta go back to relationship. Sure.
Yes, it's been signing.
You want to be? You want to be a servant?
Clean my toilet, turn my TV on, clean my bed.
And what you gonna be?
I'm gonna be the administrator. I'm gonna administrate, organize everything, and tell her what to do, what to clean up.
So basically, you're a slave.
Man,
The man really just comes so what if she was a receiver and she received as
y'all
Listen.
What if y'all get a God wants y'all to be with a compassionate brother? What do you think?
No, I
No?
don't want him to be compassionate.
Okay. You think that would be a struggle? Why you think so?
not like really compassionate at all.
Well, he may be compassionate, so you wouldn't
He
be
has
able
to be
to.
compassionate for the both of us.
Mine would literally have to be a perceiver.
So how do you think two perceivers will work in a project
We'll be
together?
checking each other. We probably divorce after a while.
I feel like it has to be balanced. You gonna keep him in your cabinet or something, bro?
What do y'all think? If two compassionate
What you think
people,
would go good with her?
Man, let him ask the question.
I feel like if I ask a good question, then he started doing something. What do you think about two compassionate people working together?
They'll be still hurting each other's feelings. That's what
Yeah, let's think about that.
You think so?
Hyping it.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll lose a lot
If
of money.
somebody was wrong,
They'll lose a lot of money.
they'll
Maybe
be
they
around.
don't live on love.
Well, like, what if you don't want to cool and they get the job done?
I think if God wanted them two to be together, like a compassionate, and a perceiver person, I think it would work well. You just have to learn how to gel, right? Mr. Mullen? It doesn't always have to be opposite.
But then you always have the other gifts that color how
they perceive
how they
us.
are, right? Because they may not be exactly the same. Like if y'all looked at the list of the characteristics, everybody who is that particular gift don't always display all of those characteristics 100%. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, a perceiver may not be they may see everything black and white, but they may not be as hard on themselves as perceivers are. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. So you got different things that will color it. My question is, what do y'all think in anticipation of next week? So each one, can y'all share what y'all think you are and why? What you think you might be and why?
Compassionate.
Wait, we take turns. Compassionate, why? Why do you think you're compassionate?
Just like what Brother Rose said, I don't like expressing myself. I like putting it out there.
Oh, okay, pushing it up.
Well, maybe I should have had a better definition. That's not the only thing.
Yeah, not the only thing.
I'll say perceiver and compassionate. Because like perceivers, they see stuff black and white, and so like when like I said, when I see stuff, I just like I see it for what it is, and I call it out. But I could also feel like if we hanging out with each other, and like they had something happen yesterday. We was at PE, and they had this certain girl who was playing the game, and they were losing, and she started crying, and one of the dudes was like, "Girl, stop crying." And me being compassionate, I was like, I said his name. I was like, "Bro, shut up. Don't tell her that because that's me. She crying right now." And so I feel like I'm a perceiver and a compassionate.
At all.
Might have a good mix of it.
I know exactly.
Before Michael go, so do y'all think? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're thinking this one, do you think a compassionate person is soft?
No, I feel like
They gotta be like, ooh.
I feel like
But it's gotta be always in their feelings, because that's what I've been hearing. Like, I couldn't be in nobody.
But
I
you know,
couldn't be in the feelings and stuff.
You know, the compassionate gift, that said that's supposed to be like the heart of God.
But anyway, I didn't know if that's what y'all were thinking. Like, just like
That they're always soft. You think
compassionate people just always
No, I don't
soft,
think compassionate people are always soft.
just whining all the time?
I feel like the emotions over everything.
Oh, absolutely
No, I feel
not.
like they put their emotion into whatever they do, but it's not like they crying all the time, always having mental breakdowns. They have like
They're very,
they're
they're very empathetic.
empathy. They have empathy.
Yeah, they're very
they
empathetic.
feel for others.
yes.
I'm not.
Yeah, they're always taking their point to like
I
other
want to get
people.
to I'm gonna get to
Yeah, 'cause I don't want Michael to think we're gonna miss him.
No, don't give it to me.
Go ahead, Mike. What you think
I don't know.
giver is and why?
Giver.
A giver? That's your top giver? For sure.
Why?
Oh, I think they got money.
You like it?
What like when you like a pit?
Wait, what is your definition of giver?
What? Like, no, we got that.
Talk to the mic.
Oh, good definition of giving.
What's my definition of giving? Who you asking, Ms. Mo?
No, actually, man.
To give cheerfully, not holding back, not without, not grudgingly, giving. Just always having a heart to give. The shirt off your back, it don't have to be money. Just having the heart to give. That's what I think giving is. And to have the gift to do it, I feel like it's a special calling.
Go ahead, Danny.
You ain't one day already. Just go pay.
Yeah, give it for me. Yeah,
Give it for me. Why? Let them say what it is.
Well, I don't know. I'm one of the people who like people being happy.
Happy for them?
Yeah,
You gotta speak up. I can't hear you.
I'm one of the people like I'm one of the people that like to see people be happy. So
Yeah.
I'm a giver.
Okay, that might be exalter or yeah. Good. Y'all go ahead, cause I really got a good question.
I think mine's giving.
Hold on. Add your turn, though.
Uh-oh.
What do you think?
I think mine's giver.
Give her to?
Yeah.
And why?
Because I'm always like sharing and stuff with other people, and I'm always giving people stuff.
Okay. Good. What you think?
I think I'm a teacher or a perceiver because I don't sugarcoat things, and some people think I'm rude, especially when I be like correcting them and stuff. But it's like, would you rather be wrong and let somebody else tell you you're wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, but
Amen. I heard an amen in the spirit.
I can relate.
I guess I think I would be a server and a giver and compassionate. Yeah.
Why do you think server is the top?
Yes, I do. Because I like giving, you know? I like sharing with other people. It's good.
Get
Get
about
out
Twig
the
back there
room.
too.
Y'all Talia, we all know you behind you.
What do you think? Hold up. Hold on. The senior is talking. I just did it.
Okay, I have a question first. So how would you define an exhorter again? Because I think that's what it is, but I'm not sure.
Exhorter is one thing that encouragers. They want to encourage everybody. They want everybody to live their best life.
Okay, yeah, then I think I'm more of an exhorter then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Twig. Y'all give it up for the camera lady, Twig.
Just go ahead and get on the mic. You're good.
I think I'm a giver. I think a server also too, because I like to serve and help other people. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I think the world has their gifts too, and I think they call it. Is it a zodiac sign? And a lot, is it not? It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same thing. But what I'm saying is, the way we see our gifts, I think they have that perverted. You know, and a lot of times people can get that mixed up. And I see a lot of Christians kind of dip and dab into the you know, they'll say, well, you know, I was born in, yeah, you know. What y'all think about that? You think it's foolishness? It's dumb. Fair enough, I guess. I ain't gonna try to go deep into it, but I just know there's some Christians who like to dip and dabble into the zodiac signs. They like to say, well, instead of saying I'm a compassionate person, they'll say something like, whatever. You know, they'll relate being emotional or something to the stars.
You know, some people like they actually don't date people. They were like, oh yeah, I don't know.
And which is dumb.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
You had something to say?
Oh, he a Cancer.
Yeah.
I'm a Pisces.
I'm
a Pisces.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have another question for everybody. Y'all might get loud, but I just want to see what y'all think. Just try to be respectful, all right, in everything that you're saying, what we're doing here. But I want to know from y'all, from the group, who do you think in the group is each gift? So I'm gonna call them out, and you tell me as you looking at your friends and you're looking at your peers. If you're looking at your peers, who do y'all think? All right, y'all we in the group. We doing something. Let's say we getting ready to move the chairs, or we getting ready to move the rocket from one field to the other. Who do y'all? I'm gonna just go down the line. Who's the administrator out of y'all group?
And from this table here, y'all answer right here.
Wait, so girls say somebody?
No, anybody.
Everybody can answer, but you gotta have a friend. Anybody in the room. It don't have to be the one person. It could be more than one person. But who do you think would be?
Madison.
Think Madison might be?
Would be like Madison and Myron Johnson.
Madison and Myron. Y'all think they're
At the administrators?
All right. Okay. What about?
All right, hold on.
Perceiver.
Judah.
Daniel.
Sam.
Whoa.
Y'all
Y'all
no
just say
perceivers?
I go with that.
You know what a perceiver is? You said Daniel.
Black
You're
and
just
white.
saying stuff right now.
I feel like it was.
I know we asking y'all opinion, but I don't know what you just said. You just throwing stuff out there right now.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think, Daniel? Who do you think the perceivers are?
I don't know really.
I think
They see things black and white.
That's the ones who see everything just is either right or it's wrong. They don't usually know how to talk to people.
Okay, say mine. Any
What about you,
any
Joel?
girls over there?
Who do you think is a perceiver out of the group? You think so? Okay. All right. Okay, what's next?
Teacher.
I said administrator. Teacher. Who's a teacher? Who's the teacher?
I think maybe.
I don't know. I don't know to put up chairs. I don't know to put up chairs. I can't tell them.
Yeah, I would pick either one of those three.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
I definitely would
It's
pick
against
either
my
one of
religion.
those three. 1, 2, or 3. And to some degree.
Y'all just want me to be a supervisor. That's what it is. It's a lot.
They trying to hire you now.
They try to condition.
Well, you say you know what you want to be, so I can help you out.
Well, that's just nice.
All right, so what's next?
Hey, bro, you get the mic.
Exhorter. Who's the encourager? Who's always encouraging everybody?
Joel.
So Mariana, Joel.
I say Joel.
Who's the
Michael
remember the
sometimes.
exhorter that also are the ones that everybody will go to for advice.
Oh.
You give it to advice.
I don't know. I feel like Talia. I feel like swinging.
Might be an exhorter. All right. Who is the giver?
Michael.
Who's the giver?
Yeah,
And one thing too, they also the giver is also the one who
No, I'm confusing with server.
they kind of like have a tendency to always have money.
Michael.
Go ahead, Mike. You got the Jordan fit on right now. You got the starter fit with the brand new Crocs right now.
Server.
Exalted, you did.
Who's the server?
Mike. I'd say Michael, Daniel, and Joel. Okay, then you are Michael and Joel, because I feel like Joel serve a lot. Like he'll just do it because they tell him to, and Michael, he don't really talk until like he don't like say how he feel about what they told him to do until after. He just do it.
But he just do it.
Yeah, he do it doing it, but after he'll say his piece. Yeah, something like that.
He still.
Yeah, y'all would
I've already seen what I had.
That's it, bro.
It's not intended.
All right, the last one. Who is the compassionate person? The compassionate person.
See it multiple ways.
Nobody. I don't even
In this room? She like
Judah, Talia, and
Actually, no.
y'all want to know a secret about compassionate people?
I'm trying to see who.
Compassionate people are really, really nice people. But if they get mad, they can be Tasmanian devils.
I never seen Talia bad side, so I
They're
feel
like from one extreme to the other.
It might be Twiggy. Twig always
That
smile.
made me really mad.
Cross
She may come in.
Twig one time, it's gonna burn your house down.
That's true. That is so true.
Sam, you think I'm compassionate? Okay. I'm so happy that you think that.
This fish about to be.
I mean, I'm the type of person who like if they'll do me something bad, I'll forgive them.
You forgive them. How many times?
That's
What happened when you get fed up?
W words.
I get mad, like, but I still probably forgive them.
What happens when do you ever get fed up? Do you ever get
And then when
like?
you get upset, it's like a surprise.
What you do when
Like,
you get fed up?
I don't like.
You get petty.
Be spazzing.
Yeah.
You get.
I be fighting people at Chick-fil-A.
I think we should ask Samuel. He'd be able to tell us if you.
I think Samuel more compassionate.
Well, I just be sitting. I be sitting in my
That was
room.
my question.
That was a
Stop it. Sometimes your friends, your peers can see things about you that you.
I want to hear y'all opinion.
Do you think? I have a question. I got a quick question. Do you think your gifts can be adjusted by like your upbringing?
Yes.
Do you think you can
What do you
be
mean by upbringing?
like how you were brought up?
How you were raised.
How you
How your family raised you with your household.
right? So if you were
Is it double brother? Y'all been teach the Bible?
No, I'm sure.
I can't hear nothing.
Wait, y'all
I really want to know this question. I really want to answer this question. So do you think?
He's about to ask the question. Can you please not?
Actually,
So answer the question. Do you think it does? Do you think it can change? So like, in your life experience, do you think like you can be a giver and then not have a high giving gift, and then as you go through your life, like your giving gift will.
Because you learning every day, you improving every day. So I feel like that's why.
It matters on your childhood.
It matters on your childhood. You think so?
That probably.
I want to say something too. I think you have to be careful and I guess, always praying and ask God to give you balance, because I know for me sometimes I would find myself, because I felt like I was too compassionate, then I try to make myself be more perceived or something, you know what I'm saying? Or trying to, maybe I'm too soft. Maybe I need to go over to this side.
People not soft.
But what I've learned, what I've also learned too, I'm gonna just be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be what God didn't create me to be. If perceive is not my high gift, so I'm not going to try to force into that. I'm gonna be, and if it's for me to be a compassionate person, if that's my high gift, then I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be content with that. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to, because you begin to see the flaws and the mistakes, you know what I'm saying? You start to try to switch it up. Nah, you got to learn how to just be what God created you to be.
Yeah.
I would say, like, I realized something about perceivers, because, like I said, my mom is a perceiver. So, like, they got this way of, like, telling you something. Like, say that you're in trouble, but they could say it in a nice way to where it's like you not sure if they mad or not. Because my mom would be like, she'd tell me something, like have a regular conversation out the blue, be like, you're in trouble when you get home, right? And just be like, she done it before. Like, she's done it before. Like, you in trouble when you get home, and then just have a regular conversation. I'm just like, you didn't just tell me that I'm in trouble when I'm getting home. And it's like it just be like, it's a scary sight. I'm just saying that's one thing I realized about perceivers. But when my dad, he'd just tell me, like, I guess because he compassionate, he'd just tell me, like, he'll sit me down and say, son, why you did all this, that, and the other.
What if
to
you
say.
had two parents that did what your mother did?
Oh, well, I'll be scared every day.
I'll be scared.
Yeah.
I'll run away.
For sure.
So thank God. So thank God for balance, right? I mean, thank God for balance.
At least I know when I'm in trouble. Like when I'm in trouble, my dad here actually like sit me down and say something. But when my mom is just like, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and I think there's a time and a place for that too.
There's a time.
There's a time and place. It's a time to get your butt whipped, and it's a time to learn a lesson. Like, okay, look, you cannot do this no more. Okay, so that's good, but just getting your tail bust every day just wouldn't be good all the time. Like, where is Dad?
It's kind of like, from a perceiving point of view, it is what it is. You're in trouble.
Right.
We don't finish talking about these oranges right now or whatever,
But you
yeah,
still
you are in trouble. But anyway, it's kind of like there's no.
Yeah, you say you're in
Okay.
trouble, and then the day
it's
goes
black and white.
on.
You're in trouble or you're not. You're in trouble.
When you was younger, did you used to be scared before whooping?
No, actually, so my.
Did it?
You used to not be scared.
Man, my son used to.
I used to want. Y'all want to answer the question? I used to want my dad to whoop me. Yeah. Cause my dad, he is compassionate as well. And I used to be like, when he used to whoop me, I used to just be like, ah! Like he just, but it wasn't nothing. But when my mom got to me, I knew like I was gonna lose some skin, So
It's the opposite.
it's the opposite. See, so but thank God, you have a balance, right? You wouldn't want to be I've seen, and y'all probably seen kids who just have parents who just was like, okay, sweetie. Let them do what they want to do. And then you go to the other side and they're like, yeah, what did your dad say? He said, go ahead. You want to say that in the mic?
We older now, so it's like we get punished. We kind of bigger than the parents now, so it's like at this point.
That is true. I ain't even saying anything like I have nothing to do with you just saying.
It's okay. He made a statement.
I'm sure Brother Sean, short as he is, will still handle.
We're gonna have to at Brother Sean on this one.
I definitely believe he still put the hands on you.
Oh yeah.
You might want to get a whipping.
As they get older, it don't hurt as much. It don't hurt as much.
What do you think God is compassionate and he has the gift of perceiving as well? He got them all.
He that type of dude.
So what if he was just only compassionate, you know, and just, you know, showing you a lesson. But thank God, you know, he's balancing all those areas, right?
We would all be blown to smithereens right now.
That's true.
People, they gonna get fed up with you.
They gonna get fed up.
Okay, and you know what?
Boom.
That's it. Forget this world.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He already did that once.
He did.
He did. He was
did
like,
it once, right? Boom. Did he do it once?
he did it once with the flood. Yeah. So I think our goal is to be like Jesus too, you know, because he was balancing all those gifts with, you know, even flipping the tables and the whip that he made, and he encouraged people. He also gave. He was a servant, right? He had all those gifts, and it was all balanced. So.
They do say that Jesus had all the gifts at 100%.
Oh yeah, then God probably got like 8 of them since Jesus
So he
got
had
7.
like all the infinity stones.
What?
If Jesus had 7, God must have had like 10.
Ebony just called you dumb.
I'm just saying.
You got to have a special gift.
I'm just saying. If Jesus had 7, God must have had like 10.
But Jesus and God was equal. That's
Nah, they was not equal. They was not equal.
That's not what the Bible says.
That's a whole other conversation.
Hey, but I understand where you coming from. Step it up.
So
they just hate.
You sound like a hater to me. That's what it sounds
I don't hate him. That's what I thought.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Do you got a question for us?
Well, it's been another podcast episode. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get all of our videos. We have prayer on every 4th Saturdays. We go live with that too. So check out our YouTube page. It is ablaze. Amen.
I smell that too.